Hello everyone and welcome to Afghan Voice Agency in May 2nd. Here is no justification for Taliban's continued violence as the US and NATO forces are leaving Afghanistan, says the National Security Advisor. Hamdullah Moheb, addressing a press conference on Saturday, accused the insurgent movement of being intent on seeking power. They use different tactics to justify their violence. The National Security Advisor claimed the rebel group was getting military equipment and explosives from Pakistan's spy agency, the Inter-Service Intelligence. The Taliban are slaves of the Inter-Service Intelligence. They get all their equipment and explosives for the killing of Afghans and destruction of Afghanistan from there. At least 7 people were died, 14 more injured, and dozens of oil tankers burnt in last night's fire in Kabul. Dozens of oil tankers were destroyed in a fire which broke out at a fuel station in Galoy Murad Bek area along the main highway that connects Kabul with the northern provinces on Saturday night, said Kabul administration's Interior Ministry spokesman Tariq Aryan. Eyewitnesses said that fuel trucks that were waiting in a line to enter the city of Kabul also caught fire. Aryan said that efforts are underway to extinguish the fire. Power supply to many parts of Kabul was also disconnected shortly after the incident. The top U.S. military commander in Afghanistan has warned the Taliban against attack on international troops still stationed in the country. Soon after an attack on an airfield in southern Kandahar province, General Scott Miller issued the warning to the insurgents.
Yeah, as I've already stated, a return to violence would be one, senseless and tragic. But make no mistake, we have the military means to respond forcefully to any type of attacks against the coalition, and the military means to support the Afghan security forces. That would be a mistake to move in that direction.
The press said our partnership with the people of Afghanistan will endure.
When it comes to women and girls, and thank you for those illustrations, as you know, Secretary Blinken traveled to Afghanistan shortly after President Biden, within hours of President Biden's speech from the White House. And of course, while there, we met with President Ghani, we met with Chairman Abdullah, but importantly, we also met with representatives of civil society. And there were some half dozen or a couple more participants in that meeting, all but one of whom were women. Women who had been at the front lines of the gains that the Afghan people, the hard-won gains, I should say, that the Afghan people have achieved over the past 20 years. And Secretary Blinken determined that it was especially important for him to not only to go to Afghanistan, but to meet with representatives of civil society and with Afghan women, precisely to send the signal that even as we withdraw militarily from Afghanistan, our partnership with the people of Afghanistan will endure. We have made clear that any country that seeks international legitimacy, that wishes not to be a pariah, needs to respect women and girls, and that includes any future government in Afghanistan. The United States will continue to provide support through the Department of State, through USAID, for the important programs that have supported many of, again, the hard-won gains of Afghanistan's women and girls over the past 20 years. As you know, we are continuing to have a diplomatic presence on the ground in Afghanistan. That's especially important as an element of that enduring partnership with the people of Afghanistan going forward.
Military bases vacated by foreign troops will be handed over to Afghan forces by the end of the current week, says the acting defense minister. General Yasin Zia, speaking to journalists here on Saturday, confirmed the US and NATO forces had particularly embarked on the withdrawal operation. He said the withdrawal of foreign forces has practically begun. The bases where logistics issues have been addressed will be handed to Afghan forces by the end of this week. The agreement was signed by the Deputy Governor General for the Economic Affairs of Southeastern Iranian province of Sistan and Balochistan, Mandana Zangani, and the Deputy Governor of the Southwestern Afghan province of Nimruz, Abdul Nabi Baharui, in Zaranj city. Zaranj city, on the border with Iran, can connect Afghan business sponsors to Chabahar free waters in south of Iran, Zangani said. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time.